Hello, my name is Richard Herdman, Absalom Herdman, and I'm down here at City Hall to talk about my wrongful imprisonment, wrongful arrest, Charter of Rights and Freedoms violations of common law, potentially judicial review, and to give a physical copy of the claim to all members of City Council, the City Manager, all sitting managers in Council, and the media desk, and take the question period chair, as is my right under the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in Canada. And I'll tell you what unfolded next. I believe it's an embarrassment in the city to all normal purposes and level. Thank God I had my own representative there. When I took the question period chair, the chairman, who was Mayor Peter Brown, was visibly angry, saying that I couldn't talk anything at all about the claim. Well, he didn't have to answer any questions about the claim, but I can state a question that I want. So the mayor, as a chairman of the board, is already filibustering and violating the charter, saying I can't pose a certain type of question. Now, the standard corporate response is the matter is before the courts. I can't answer anything that's before the courts, but that's not what he said. And I'll post the video that went inside with me at question period chair. And he was visibly angry. And then I said, permission to speak. I tried to say something about YouTube, and he stepped all over me. I said, hey, I get to be at the question period chair lawfully and legally. Like on the floor of the legislature, elect Herdman, MLA Airdrie East, 2019. They needed to be taught a little bit about democracy inside here. So I took the chair, introduced myself as Absalom Herdman, your Honourable Mayor, 1840 Meadowbrook Drive. That's the legal way that you have to do it to answer a question inside there. And then I said, I need to ask a question about the fact that I can't use the pool. I can't park at Genesis Place and walk my dog at East Lake Park. I can't go to the rinks. I can't use the field houses. I can't meet my friends there. And then on top of it, I asked this question because I was at City Council on the 4th of September 2018 talking about this very matter. You sent me away to speak with Brad Anderson, with my guardian trustee, and at that meeting we asked for a letter when the trespass ban was lifted to be sent to you, all council, by law enforcement and the armed RCMP, so that inadvertently I would not be arrested on these premises using the pool, because I have not been threatening and violent in the past. Then he re-filibustered, asked Paul Schultz, the city manager, to say something. He wanted to get rid of it. Now, he and I knew that being banned from the pool is supposed to have expired on the 6th of October, 2018. But we don't know if they're going to come down and arrest me. That's the trouble across Canada with trespass bans, is you're walking along. Lindsay's not a guard dog. She's a therapeutic dog. I don't know if I'm going to get my proverbial ASS eaten off wherever I go in the city. So do I not have a right to come down and ask about policy to say how they're going to reaccommodate me into the pool? And so Paul Schultz had said they'd sent a letter out. Now, oh, really? Has he sent a letter out? Did they send a letter out like they did on the 6th of July, 2018, with the armed police and handing it right to my wife, saying, "You're a trespass ban, Mr. Herdman." Now, if the substance of that letter to expire my trespass ban was important, they could have delivered it by the police, called me up on the phone, called my wife up on the phone to clear my way. Otherwise, I'm going to stumble into the pool in harm's way and end up in a jail cell. That's what this lawsuit is about. Not only is it to declare the city's actions in trespass banning me illegal and without lawful purpose, they're to clear my name and my reputation now. So I came down to City Hall. So patently, when Mr. Schultz had said, "Oh, we have a letter," I said, "That's a lie." The microphone was off. Oh, an inadvertent layer. I should have said, "That's a misdirection," or "You've misled the mayor." But it did say, "Well, you can produce that letter now. It's an email, isn't it? Don't you have a physical copy?" The Sharon Pollock, the clerk, is sitting there. "Let's have a copy of the letter." So they refused to produce a copy of the letter. So I have no idea if the trespass ban continues. So before the end of 5 minutes question period, they have a timer going, I said, "Honorable Mayor, you're talking about National Geographic Blue Zones, the city being the healthiest city in Canada. You're going for a $10 million digital health award. But we met with Brad Anderson, Suzanne Carew, my legal guardian and trustee. And did you know, Honorable Mayor, that we've been advised that the city has no policy to accommodate chronic mental illnesses at the pool, the fitness center, or physical disabilities. You don't have a policy to accommodate." And I said that violates the Alberta Human Rights Act. And he got mad. So, but when he said a lie, he said, "That's your time, your 5 minutes are up." And I knew I was on my way out. So I said a few things under my collar, about the process. You try being mentally ill. You try walking in my shoes. I'm training for the marathon. You ban me from the pool. That sort of stuff. And I get to the doors of the council chamber, and literally the security guard had assaulted me by strong-arming me on the arm, saying, "You're out of here." So I walked to these very doors. The security cameras will show the whole thing. And said, "I've been told my 5 minutes are up and I can't sit in council chambers. I'm not banned from the anteroom, the washroom that I have to use, and drinking water." And he got very flustered. Goes back to the chamber, hollers in, he won't leave. I just said lightly, "Hey, my 5 minutes are up. I can't come back into the room. I'm not banned from the foyer of City Hall." Oh yeah, Sharon Pollock yelled, "Shut the doors! Call the RCMP! Call the RCMP and have Mr. Herdman taken down and arrested." Exactly like happened back June the 21st, 2018, in the letter I never received, but on 6th of July, 2018, the letter hand-delivered while it was down at the Human Rights Act. And by the way, now all the council, the media has been served with that claim for $50,000 for violating the law. No lawful purpose. Call the RCMP on him. So, amazingly, Lauren Stevens, head infrastructure manager of the city, and Lucy Widuak, chief of all the money in the city, who've seen me here for 8 years, 10 years, smiled, and I said, "This is about that trespass ban. You got a copy of the lawsuit. Normally, you won't be appraised of a copy of the lawsuit because the city hides it from you guys, but I don't want you to comment." So they were walked down past the washroom, and I said, I have to get a glass of water. I said, I know I don't want you to comment, but I'm glad they saw me. I'm not acting violently or threatening me. And then the mayor comes out of the locked chambers, talks to a citizen, and Mayor Brown tried to bait me into talking. And he says, your trouble is, Douglas, you're not listening. And I left. This is the video. So they've called the RCMP wrongfully, rightfully. So this is basically a call to my legal rep, Suzanne Carew and Carmela Hutchison, to call down here and say, hey, he left the council chambers, but what authority to leave the foyer? It was getting a drink of water and making some final notes, and it turns out this video, I had to get a chip. And the mayor tried to, right by his door, going upstairs to his private office, tried to have a talk with me, and I declined. But is that the actions of a violent man, a threatening man? That should. But Sharon Pollock said, call the RCMP. She didn't say, leave the building, Mr. Herdman. So you see what the problem is? They're trying to get the RCMP to be the henchman, take him down man, and then make up the excuse when they get here. So I'll strip the tape. Hopefully they don't redact it after I left question period, but that's what went on. Voters, elect Herdman MLA, Airdrie East 2019, bringing it on. Bringing it on. And another edition will follow. Thank you.